Here are the 5 things you need to do if you work remotely in corporate America. Number 1, show up looking good on your Teams calls. So even if you're working remotely, you should still be putting an effort into the way you look, which means you show up looking good, just like you would if you were showing up to the office. Your makeup looks good, your hair looks good, your clothes look good. Don't be showing up to those Teams calls wearing your robes, wearing your jerseys, wearing your baseball caps, all those things you got comfortable doing during COVID. You need to let go of those things. It's time to move on. Put an effort into the way you look. Number 2, turn your camera on. This goes hand in hand with number 1. If you're going to put an effort into the way you look, you might as well let the world see it. So turn on your camera. Most people will perceive what's happening based on what they're seeing visually versus what they're hearing. You can say the same thing with a nice, pleasant smile, and it's just perceived much better than if somebody just hears your voice. This is also going to establish your presence. This helps you create a name for yourself. This helps other people get to know you. So show up on camera, and make sure when you show up on camera, you look good. Number 3, join a call a couple minutes early, because I guarantee somebody else will join that call early as well. And use that 1 minute or so to build a connection with that person. Because when you're working remote, you don't have as many opportunities to build connections with people, because you're not randomly running into them in the lunchroom or in the break room. So use the opportunity to join a call a couple minutes early. Whoever that person is who's on the other side of the line at the same time you are, get to know that person. Hi, Tom, how are things in San Francisco? Whatever it is, you can ask simple questions that are specific to that person. Doing enough of those 1-minute interactions before the real meeting starts will build that relationship. Number 4, make sure you have recurring scheduled check-ins with your supervisor or your leader in a remote setting. So in person, a lot of times when you see your supervisor or your boss, that's your opportunity to connect with them, to gather feedback, to talk about the latest project. In a remote setting, that may not happen. So you have to make sure that you have a recurring touch point with your boss or your leader to discuss those things. Because if you don't have this, a month may go by where you're not actually speaking to your supervisor about what you're working on, and that's not good for you. A lot of times we interpret these check-ins with their supervisor as something that they need versus something that we need, but you're the one who actually needs it, because you have to use that opportunity to remind your boss of all the things you're working on. And number 5, look for ways to be somebody else's cheerleader. So because you're remote, you're limited in the connections you're able to build. So what you want to do is, if you're ever in a meeting and you hear someone do a really good job on something, let's say someone's doing a presentation and you just happen to be a listener and you think they did a really good job on like slide number 6, take that opportunity to ping that person and say, hey, I thought you did a really good job on slide number 6. These one-off pings where you're giving somebody a compliment will help you build those relationships. Because you're remote and you don't have the luxury of building those relationships in person, you have to really rely on those random pings to do that for you.